Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a journal with me. In this journaling session, I'm going to be documenting about a weekend trip to visit my father-in-law in Stafford. I have a lot of ephemera to get into my journal today. I have leaflets, receipts, packaging, and a whole bunch of photos, so I'm going to be working across 4 pages or 2 double spreads. I didn't want to get completely overwhelmed with all the ephemera, so I decided to start with just the first double page spread and document the 2 National Trust places we visited on the Saturday. The following couple of pages will document our dinner out on Saturday evening and another National Trust place we visited on Sunday before heading home. So we visited Little Morton Hall, which is this wonky Tudor manor house, in the morning, and Biddulph Grange Garden in the afternoon, which is this beautiful Victorian garden full of plants. I have leaflets from both places, but I feel like I've kept a lot of leaflets in this journal because we've visited lots of National Trust places throughout 2022, which is the year I'm currently documenting in this journal. I wanted to extend the pink avocado dyed paper a little bit. It is a shorter page and a leaflet was going to cover up most of it, but I wanted a bit more space on these pages. So I did pull out a paper pad by Maggie Holmes. It's the Marigold collection, which is kind of a more autumnal themed paper pad. Even though I'm documenting events from June 2022, which is summertime, I'm picking out autumnal colours, and that's probably to do with the fact that I filmed this in autumn. I really like this brown scrapbook paper. I felt like the pattern fitted well with what I was documenting because it looks like wallpaper, which you often find in the National Trust houses, and it has a floral design which represents the flowers and plants you see in all of the National Trust gardens. So I did cut that scrapbook paper down, and you see me here with a pencil just marking where I need to apply the glue on the pink avocado dyed paper. The glue I'm using is the Tombow Mono Multi Glue. It's a tacky glue and I just find that it works really well for scrapbook paper. I did add this leaflet to a glassine bag, but it was a little bit too big, so I'm just using some washi tape to make the bag a little bit smaller, and then I'm just using some double-sided tape around the edge of the bag to attach it into my journal. And then with this leaflet, I didn't want to keep all of it. I decided to just keep the front page, and I'm going to be using it as a pocket. I love how the black and white fabric tab on the side of the page matches the wonky Tudor manor house in the photo. It's the reason why I chose this page. I'm using double-sided tape on 3 sides to create the pocket. I do use double-sided tape on the back of all of my photos in this journaling session. And then I was becoming really indecisive with what journal cards or tags to place in the pockets, so I do move along to the next page. This page came together really easily. All I wanted to document on this page was the photos, the receipt and the packaging. The packaging contains some little chocolates that we got at the end of our meal. And then I had quite a few photos that I wanted to add on top of this floral page, so I knew I needed some sort of paper bag or envelope. And then to cover up the back of the scrapbook paper, I'm just using some wide William Morris tape. So the photos here document our appetizer, a starter and our main course, and the food was really good. I trimmed the chocolate wrappers down as they were a bit too big, and I'm going to staple them to the top of the page using my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And then I choose a small glassine bag to add a couple of photos in. The photos on this page document Shugborough National Trust. And then I have this 12 by 12 scrapbook paper by Maggie Holmes' Garden Party, and I decided to cut out one of these journal cards to put in the top pocket. And then I decided to just go ahead and stick the photos down on the back of them. I've done my journaling off camera and all I did was write on the journal card some of the highlights of our trip. And then I chose to use the remaining bit of this scrapbook paper down the side of the page. I'm not sure why I trimmed it down originally, but I really like how it ends up looking because you can still see some of the pink avocado dyed paper peeking through. And then I decided to pull out some alphabet stickers. I'm going to be spelling out the word Stafford, and I had just the right amount of letters for it. And then I'm just going in with some washi tape and stickers to decorate the page a little bit. You don't see every single sticker I place down on the page or every little bit of washi tape that I add, but you will see it at the end of the video. I actually found this brown craft page difficult to decorate. I should have maybe added some background paper to the page first, but it's too late for that now. So I just go in with a bunch of stickers trying to cover up some of that brown colour. That red label is a free printable, so I will link it down in the description box for you. I did print them on sticker paper so that I wouldn't need to use glue to stick it into my journal. And these are the finished pages. I really like how these pages turned out. Some of the pages were easier to put together than others, but I love how interactive it is with all the pockets and bits and pieces. My favourite photo from this whole spread is of my father-in-law and husband on the seesaw. Such a fun memory I wanted to treasure and keep forever. I really hope you enjoyed watching these pages come together and it gave you some ideas and inspiration for your own journal. Here is a closer look at some of the smaller details. I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.